today's video we're going to talk about my Maserati. Basically all the issues I've had with it so far. These are kind of things that are like wear and tear, and since I did buy a 2012 Maserati GT and it had 41,000 miles, the reliability for some parts, especially like in the interior, is not the best. So we're going to go over that today. So we're going to check out Hingwali just a little bit, just like for a good minute. It's pretty interesting. There's a Project 7, there's a 2A GTL, so we'll check those two out. You know, I want to ask you guys this: would you rather get that or a Audi R8? It's one of 250. So let's go down and check that out and look at that. Wow, the fuck. Justin, can I ask you something? What do you reckon that color is?
Oh, it's British Racing Green.
Oh, British Racing Green. I was gonna think like grass green. Dark. Only 250 of these bad boys. Look at that interior. I love how they, I don't know what that's called, but insane interior. Yeah, I almost forgot the booty shot. Yeah. So yeah, 2A GTO. Let's get a better look at it. The music's kind of, we're gonna keep this short because of the music. Don't want to get flagged.
So a quick question for all of you of Richard's viewers: Jaguar F-Type R or Maserati GTMC?
Good question.
Right?
Which one would you rather get?
Me? I think I'd get F-Type R. I think.
I get the Maserati, obviously.
Well, obviously.
Okay, welcome guys. So this is the meat of the video. So the first weird quirk about this car is that the two front tires, when I got it, completely different. One's an all-season Pirelli, and then the other one's a summer Pirelli. Buy another summer tire and put that on there, so that at least the fronts are the same. The rears are both all seasons also, so I'm just gonna keep those how they are. So at least it's like, you know, the front two are gonna be the same, the back two are gonna be the same, and then get an alignment. So that's one issue. Second one, come inside here. I'm saying, this issue happened literally a day after I got the car, which is so stupid. So right here, if you come over here, this is the light switch to change, you know, whatever mode that you want. This shit broke, so like that's why it just moves like crazy. This is definitely something you'll experience eventually in your Maserati, so I'm going to teach you guys how to take this basically apart and switch it out for a different unit. And then as we come more into the, what do you call this, over here, this is another weird quirk. Sometimes when you fold the mirrors in, only one side folds, so you have to do it again and then the other side folds. So that's another weird quirk about it. Damn, there's a lot of weird quirks about this car. Go on to number, what is this, number 3?
Number 3.
Number 3. So this is where the seat heating thing, the seat warmer button, lever or whatever. So right now it's on 0 and you can change it up to level 3. So if you want your ass like super duper hot, level 3 is the way to go. What's so weird about it, and it's happened to my other GT2, I mean my other GranTurismo also, not my GT2, but it'll say 0, but sometimes it'll still heat up the seat. So what you have to do is like you have to put it to like level 1 and then you have to switch it back to level 0. And then that way it's off. Number 4, this stupid thing also came off a day after I got it. What do you know? And I can't just buy just the little tab, I have to buy the entire unit. So this is going to be replaced, so I'm going to also show you guys how to do that. Number 5, the tire pressure monitoring system also went out. The module for that's actually located down here, and I already bought the unit, I already bought the module too, so this has been going on like forever. But yeah, it says TPMS malfunction. Sometimes it'll read the tire pressure, and I also check the sensors too. There's like a tool that can check the sensor frequency if like there's still battery in them. My other guess was the module, and I've checked on the Maserati forums, and that's kind of like an issue with higher mileage and like older Maseratis. This is the 2012, so it is older. So there's that. The last issue with this car is that on the passenger side, seat controls don't really work properly. I know it's kind of dark right now because we're in the underground garage under Hingwali's plaza, but like you have to like move, you have to touch you have to touch the seat controls a certain way just to get like your seat how you want it. I want to fix it, but that's something that's not really too important. So the 3 things I'm going to show you in the next following videos is the what do you call this, how to switch that out, the TPMS module, and the center air vent. We're gonna go over all that.
Oh, you know what else? I mean, it's not a problem. It's just something that kind of hurts.
Yeah, that's probably the most unsatisfying door close I've ever seen in my life.
I think
like,
you have to listen to it.
Yeah, you just turn it off.
Just to understand what we're talking about. Because like I remember last night when I was getting out of the car, I heard it like I closed the door like 3 times because it sounds like this. No wait, no, that was just my fault. Actually no, it didn't sound that bad.
No, but it does have like an unsatisfying feeling though. Okay, with that being said,
Let's go.
we're gonna get back to going upstairs and check out some rowdiness. So thank you guys for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
It's hot right now and it's about to be. This should be pretty exciting here.
Go Corolla, go!
Got some American muscle coming up as well.
That is insane.
Okay, yeah, I noticed that. Here it comes, huh? Oh my god.